All right, all right. Sorry, I'm having problems with the internet. It's not wanting to connect. So let me get myself in position here. All right, all right. Good evening. Who do we have? The Ruiz family. Welcome. Hey, Jessica. Welcome. My internet did not want to work. I apologize. The internet is fine when it works, but when it don't work, oh, we're in trouble. All right. So let's see. All right, tonight what we're going to be talking about is how celery juice heals your body. One of the things that I do in my practice is I do a lot of research on a lot of different items, and they're usually all natural items like herbs and plants and oils. And I recently, in the last 6 months, came across celery juice, and it's absolutely divinely amazing at how it heals the body. And I can't get and talk to enough people and tell them about it. I'm talking to everybody all day because I really want us to wrap our hands around how celery juice heals the body. So tonight's call is going to be, tonight's live is actually going to be about sharing the knowledge and the wisdom that I've learned over the last 6 months. Hey Delia, thanks for joining. About celery juice with you, so you can decide if this is something that you want to try. And I'm encouraging my tribe to try it before Thanksgiving. Give it a shot for a week and see if it works for you. It'll allow you to detox your body before we have a big feast and share and fellowship with our family on Thanksgiving. So tonight's call is all about prepping you and preparing you if you decide to move forward and try this for 7 days. I always say give it 7 days so you can see how your body will respond to it. If you decide to take the challenge and go for it, tonight's call is all about helping you to do that. Okay? So I've got, if you see me looking down, it's because I have a list here. I want to keep on track, and I want to make sure I cover everything for you this evening. So again, thanks everybody for joining tonight. Just to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about how celery juice heals the body from the inside out. And we're also going to talk about how to juice. I'm actually going to do a video, do a live celery juice for you to show you how it works using the juicer that I use on a daily basis. I'm going to post in the actual group, Real Talk with Sweetheart Mitchell Collection. I'm going to post a link for the juicer, and I'm also going to post a link for the supplies that I use so you can know where to go and get the juicer that I use, as well as the supplies that I'll be using through this process. Thank you, Vanessa, for joining us. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to say is I cannot take credit for this celery juice miracle herb. I have to give props where props are due. I learned out about this juice from the gentleman called Anthony Williams. This is his book. It's $10 and it's actually on Amazon, and he is known as the medical medium. What he does on a daily basis is he posts pictures and testimonies of people that have healed from using celery juice on a daily basis. He's posting how people have healed things like eczema and psoriasis and diabetes and high blood pressure. That's just to name a few. There's so many things that celery juice is good for. And has helped to heal in the body. And so I encourage you, if you really want to get the gist and the knowledge of what celery juice is all about, is to go on Amazon and buy his book. Again, it's called Celery Juice. The author is Anthony Williams, and he's also known as the medical medium. And you can also follow him on Instagram. The miracle testimonies that are shared day in and day out from his posts are absolutely amazing and incredible, and they will inspire you to try this and give it your all for at least 7 days. And I'm also encouraging you to do that as well. All right, so let's get right into it. I want to start by talking about what is celery juice and how you can reap the benefit of it. First of all, it's an herb. Okay, a lot of people think that celery juice is a vegetable. It's actually Okay, I'm back. All right, the actual juice from the celery is the actual healing part that's known as a miracle herb. It's also known as a superfood, and it acts as a preventive herb to help heal the body and keep your body in a homeostasis, healthy state, which is amazing because not only is it inexpensive, right? Celery, a bag of celery is usually $1, maybe $1.25 now. Or less, and typically on a day you'll drink a whole bag in juice form. So $1.26 for something that heals your body, come on now, and that doesn't interfere with medications, come on now. It's a no-brainer. It's worth trying to see what your body will do in order to be more healthier from drinking it. I want to say that the thing I love the most about celery juice is that most of the questions that I get from our clients is about medications that they're on and whether what we offer will interfere with their medications. The thing I love about celery juice, I don't care what kind of medication you're on, you can drink celery juice, right? You're probably eating it in your stuffing or your chicken salad or your tuna salad. So I love the fact that one of the questions I ask my clients and customers is, what medications are you on? It doesn't matter how they respond to that. Typically, I'm going to be able to recommend celery juice to them because it doesn't interfere with anything. It's so natural. The second thing I love about celery juice is that it's inexpensive, right? $1 and change a bag. Some places you can find it less than $1 per bag, and that's usually enough for you to drink each morning, so you can experience the benefits. So celery juice comes in many forms, okay? You can get the sticks. I'm sure you guys have put peanut butter on a celery stick. There's also such a thing as a celery leaf. There's a celery powder, and then there's a celery seed. So you got the celery sticks. A lot of people eat those when they're on a diet with peanut butter or almond butter on them. You got the celery leaf, the celery powder, and the celery seed. None of those forms of celery do the same thing that the celery juice does. The celery juice is in a class by itself. It's an actual miracle healing herb. You can eat a whole bag of celery sticks and it will not do the same thing as juicing the celery juice will do. It's two different components. And I'll explain to you as we go further how the celery juice and why it works so well. All right, so this is my juicer right here that I use for juicing. Now, I've been juicing for years and years, and I started out with a Jack-o'-lane juicer. Some of you might know what a Jack-o'-lane juicer is. And for years I juiced with that, and then I upgraded to another juicer. It was called Breville. Breville was a juicer, and I would juice for that for a couple of years. And then I recently, in the last 6 months, I switched to this juicer here, AICOOK. You can find it on Amazon, but remember, I'm going to post the link. The difference between the juicers that I used before and the juicer here is that this is a slow juicer. It's a lot slower, and what it does is it takes and it pulls the minerals out. It's quieter, you'll hear when I demonstrate, and it also pulls a lot more minerals out of your vegetables and your fruits because of the slowness that it does and churns the juice to get the best nutrients out of it for you. And I absolutely love it. And it's affordable. You can get it for $100 or less. Okay? So I want to say about celery juice itself, that with it being a healing herb, the way that it works is that the celery juice has sodium clusters in it, sodium salt clusters. So when you drink the celery juice, you're going to taste the salt in the celery juice. It's very salty. Now, some of my customers ask, well, I'm on high blood pressure, or I'm on a low sodium diet. Will the celery juice interfere with that because I'm tasting salt? The answer miraculously is no. It does not interfere with any low sodium diet. It's not going to take your sodium levels up. What the sodium cluster salts do is they heal your body. And the way that it does that is when the sun is shining on it and the roots are in the dirt of the earth, there's a healing process that takes place that is absorbed into the sodium clusters that heals the body. It's miraculous. The way that it does it is God. And I know it's God. It's his doing from his Mother Earth. So what happens is, so you drink the celery juice, and say in your colon or your small intestines you have deposits that are sitting in your, there we go. You have deposits that are sitting in your colon or your small intestines. What the actual sodium clusters do is they melt. They melt the crystallized deposits that are in your colon and your small intestines, and you will have an increase in your bowel movements. So, I mean, you have things that could have been in your intestines and your colon for years and years. What this healing herb, the sodium clusters are going to do is they're going to melt that and help you to eliminate it out of your body. So your stomach is going to go down. Your stomach is going to get flatter, okay? You're also detoxing your intestines and your small intestines as well. And you're also allowing the salt crystals to heal. If there's like a medical or a skin condition that's going on with your body, they work to heal the body. It's just absolutely miraculous. I just love it. And the other thing that the sodium clusters have in it is they have electrolytes in them. And some of us need electrolytes in our body. I mean, when you go to the, sometimes people go to the hospital and they'll give them a bag of electrolytes to help them, you know, get better. The good thing about these sodium clusters is they give you electrolytes in your body on a daily basis. I do want to read one of the paragraphs that just totally blew me away in this book when I was reading it. I want to share it with you. It says, celery is different. Some of its information is for us or for other animals consuming it. The sodium cluster salts are not there as a defense mechanism or to keep the celery healthy as it is growing. They aren't there to keep the plant alive. They're actually there for us, humans. It says sodium cluster salts contain information for our own well-being that's activated when it enters our bodies. Just incredible. It says information from the plant, the herb itself, and information from the sun and the plant as it grows in the sun helps to heal our body. Information about its purpose and how it can help the creature consuming it. Information about the complex job of extending our lives. Yes, this plant, this herb, has been known to prolong our lives and to just help to make us a lot more healthier. Even when it grows in poor soil, it still produces the salt clusters to help us heal from the inside out. You know, when I read that, my mind was just like, because we've been putting this celery juice, slicing celery up and slicing it in our stuffing or our chicken salad, and you know, thinking that it's a vegetable, but it's really a herb that can heal our body. It's so absolutely amazing. Now let me tell you how it heals the body. Okay, I just want to read a little bit further. It says the sodium cluster salts in celery juice are able to neutralize toxins as they're floating through the bloodstream and through our organs. That means that when the cluster salts touch them, they disarm the troublemakers, making them more friendly and acceptable to the body and less toxic, so that they don't harm us and harm our human cells and our organ tissues. Amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, if you're a detailed person like me and you're a researcher, get this book. And it'll give you more details about how the celery juice works in your intestine. But that's enough. That was enough for me right there to try it, okay? Now, let me give you some more benefits of celery juice, okay? It boosts your immune system. What do we need to do right now? We need to boost our immune system. We need our immune system on steroids, and we need it top notch right now to make sure it protects us from COVID, protects us from the flu virus. Well, celery juice does that. Not only does it boost our immune system, but it kills bacteria. It's antibacterial, it's antifungal, and it stunts any viral growth in your body. Okay, so it travels through your small intestines, it travels through your colon, and it travels through your bloodstream, and it's looking, right? It's looking for things that are attacking your body. It's just incredible. And it also acts as an antiseptic for the body, for the body's immune system. Absolutely love this stuff. Okay, so what I did as I started my celery juice journey, I'm a journaler. I like to write things down. It's very therapeutic. And I found that as I was taking the juice, there were different thoughts and different experiences that were happening in my life. And I wanted to journal about it. I wanted to write it down. Well, Anthony Williams, the author of the book Celery Juice, he doesn't have a journal. So I created a journal. It's called Girl, Get Your Juice On. And I love the title because I want to encourage, I work with women mostly, and I just thought the title was applicable for my clientele that I work with to encourage health and wellness. And so what the journal does is it provides you with a 7-day step-by-step process that you can follow to start your juicing challenge. Okay, let me just go through it really quickly. I want to first get you to commit by writing your name here. That's your commitment that you're going to do this challenge for 7 days. You sign your name at the beginning of the book. Okay, I give you an idea, right, in my story that I share in the journal, why I wrote this journal, okay, and what my experience, my first 7 days with juicing was like, doing the celery juice. And then I give you a page. How many of us have a to-do list every day, right? We have a to-do list for our family, for our job, right, for our husbands, for our church, for our community. But how many of us have a to-do list of self-care items for ourselves, right? Probably not many of us. Or maybe we squeeze it on that list of things to do for everybody else. Well, this list is for you. It's your daily self-care checklist, okay? And it's for you to list 7 items for yourself. And you're going to start, if you're doing the cleanse, with make and drink my celery juice right at the top, right? And you're going to write this list out the night before or the morning of 7 things that you need to do to take care of you. Because what do they say on the airplane? When it's going down, you got to put your mask on first. You got to put your oxygen mask on first before you help even the child next to you, right? That's what this is about. It's about you starting your day with yourself in the forefront of your mind. How am I going to take care of myself? So I have a sample of some things that I do. I want to walk for 30 days and get my exercise. I want to drink 4 glasses of water. I want to make sure I floss my teeth twice a day because that's important to me. I don't want dentures later. And then I want to meditate for 15 minutes in God's Word. I want to sit and study His Word. Then I want to get 8 hours of sleep because sleep is really important. And then I want to make sure I go get me some celery if I'm running low on celery. So these are some things that that I've listed in the book just as an example. But this list would be specific for you, and you would fill it out either the night before or the morning of. The next page you have is the step-by-step instructions on how to do your celery juice process, which I'm going to demonstrate for you right here. It's so simple. And I suggest that you make your juice every morning. If you have time to do that and incorporate it into your schedule, I suggest you do it every morning as opposed to making 3 days of juice, 4 days of juice and putting it in the refrigerator. Drink it fresh. Get the full benefit of the freshness while it's alive from making it every morning, okay? So in the journal, I'm going to give you an example. Day 1, I start by giving you some inspiration, Okay, I also give you scripture. Every page on each day will have scripture to just support you and encourage you through the process. I'm going to give you some affirmations to affirm about yourself and to make sure you feel strong and confident as you're going through this process. And then you're going to get your daily self-care checklist for that day. These are 7 things that you're going to commit to doing for you because you matter. And you've got to make sure you take care of yourself. And then the next thing you're going to do is that evening, you're going to go through, you're going to journal. You're going to share how you're feeling, what's on your mind. And then I'm going to leave you an area where you can just write whatever you need to let out. Okay? So each day is kind of going to go that way for 7 days. And then at the end of the 7 days, you'll have to decide on whether you want to continue doing this or not. Okay? All right, so I want to demonstrate the juicing process for you. It's so simple. I've got some celery soaking here. Now, I soak my celery in water, and then I add about a scoop of baking soda to it because I want to make sure about that much baking soda I throw in there, right? One of the things that you have to do is you got to make sure that you clean your celery really good. I've been juicing for I think about 6 months now, and I've seen bugs, I've seen dirt in the celery. Live bugs have crawled out of my celery. And so make sure you wash it really, really good. I usually wash it and let it soak for 15 minutes in the baking soda. And then I rinse it really, really good because I want to make sure I get the baking soda off of it, but I also want to make sure I get any extra debris off of it as well. All right, so let's go here. All right, so this juicer is on. I'm sure you can hear it. It's very quiet. When I first got this juicer, I was a little intimidated because I didn't know how to put it together. Once you go through 1 or 2 days of juicing, I mean, you'll be a pro at putting this together. Okay, and so you just stick the celery in the top. You can't be in a rush when you do this process. Although it doesn't take a long time, it's something that is very therapeutic and you just want to take your time doing it so you can enjoy the experience. So again, this is a cold press juicer. Okay, you're getting the vitamins and nutrients as the machine can provide you because of the slow process. Okay. If you have one of the other juicers that's not a slow process juicer, go ahead and get started with that. Go through 7 days of using the other juicer before you invest in this juicer. You just want to make sure you're able to maintain this commitment. It's actually a huge commitment. First of all, you got to go to the store and you've got to buy 10 bags of celery. Right, usually I buy 10 bags at a time, and you gotta wash it and clean it, and then you gotta make sure you schedule time in the morning to get the juicing process completed, because once you juice, you're gonna have to wash the juicer. Okay, so it's gonna require. It's not something that you could just say I want to do. You really gotta think about it and incorporate it into your life, and make sure you're not gonna experience any challenges as you're going through the process. All right, I'm going to do one more. Now, if you can't make the juice in the morning or before you go to work, or it's just not feasible for you, I do have some clients that work like 11 to 7 or 3 to 11. And they just make their juice when they can and then put it in the refrigerator. You do want to make sure these glass bottles are the best. I got these from Amazon, and I'll post the link in the feed as well. They come with a nice little plastic top here, and they're really good on the go. You can put them in your lunch bag, or if you're at home, just put them in your refrigerator and you're ready to go. And I like the fact that they have a wide mouth, so I don't need a funnel. I can just pour it right in here. Now, one of the things when you do your juice, make sure it fills up all the way to the top if you're doing it early, because this is air. And this air that's left in the bottle will oxidize it and turn it brown color. So just make sure you fill it all the way up to the top, and then put your top on, and you can put it in the refrigerator until you're ready to drink it. Okay? But on a typical day, I will drink 2 of these in the morning. 2 of these in the morning. This is 16 ounces, and so I'm drinking 32 ounces every day. Typically, I suggest that you start with 16 ounces and you work your way up to 20 ounces, then 25 ounces, and then 32 ounces. All right, and if you can do it on the first go round, go for 32, because he says the more you drink, the better it is for your body. Okay, the more you drink, the better it is for your body. All right, so I do want to take a moment, and I want to pause and see if anybody has any questions about anything I've said, or if you're curious about anything. The good thing about it is in the last 6 months, I have a lot of testimonies to share. So let me just say, Miss Delia says she loves my book, the journal, and today she's on day 1. Yay, go Miss Delia. That's awesome. That's super. I'm super excited for you. It's a very cool journey to take. Now, I will tell you that you need to make sure that you are able to be near the bathroom, because the celery juice affects different people different ways. But one of the things that it affects everybody with the same way is it's going to send you to the bathroom, and which is good because it's cleaning. It's a detox. It's cleaning out your colon. It's cleaning out your small intestines. It's getting in your bloodstream. So you may find that you may have to go to the bathroom more regularly, which is awesome. I never thought I would be so happy to go to the bathroom. When I got in my 50s, I was just like, you know, who knew? But we have to eliminate. Our immune system is where it's located in our intestines and in our colon, our immune system. And so if you have things that are sitting in there and that have been in there a long time, that's not good. And so be happy that this celery juice will move stuff through you. Just make sure you can accommodate it when you drink it. I usually suggest we start on a Sunday or a day that we know we're going to be able to go to the bathroom without any challenges. Yeah. And the other thing you might have is a little diarrhea, okay? Don't get upset or concerned about that. That's normal. That's the juice. What it's doing is, like the old stuff, Drano, that we used to use to unclog pipes. The celery juice salt is working to melt and move things and get rid of things, so the pipes can be open, if you will. The pipes in your colon will be open, and what's happening is as you're drinking the juice, if it's coming back out in a good way, that means your pipes are open. So be grateful. It says, how often can you do the detox? There are people that drink the celery juice every day. Every day. It's changed their life. Let me share with you some of the things that celery juice helps to heal your body from. This is on the back of Anthony Williams' juice, celery juice book. Acid reflux, acne, Alzheimer's, anxiety, autoimmune disease, bladder infection, bloating, brain fog, cancer, constipation, depression, dermatitis, which is a skin condition, diabetes, dry, cracking skin, eating disorders. Okay, let me pause at eating disorders. He talks about, in the book, he shares some testimonies. And one young lady, she was addicted to sugar. Sugar is an addiction. Yes, it is. The more you eat it, the more your body craves it. Celery juice helps to heal your body from a sugar addiction. It's amazing. Eczema, eye problems. problems, if you're having problems with your vision, fatigue, feeling tired, fibroids, fibromyalgia, gallstones, headaches, migraines. How many women do I know with headaches and migraines? A lot. Heart palpitations, high blood pressure, joint pain, lupus, Lyme's disease, mood swings. If you're going through the menopause, a PMS, this is very helpful for that. Multiple sclerosis, PCOS, I don't know what that is, psoriasis, rosacea, right? Sinusitis, which I think is a condition in your sinuses. Sleep problems, maybe you have insomnia, you can't sleep. Thyroid conditions, that's something that I have for a while. I didn't even know I had thyroid problems. But celery juice helps to heal your thyroid. Tingling or numbness in your body, vertigo, weight problems. And those are just some of the few. If you follow this gentleman, Anthony Williams, he's on Instagram under Medical Medium. On a daily basis, he posts testimonies of people that have shared with him how the celery juice has healed their body. It's absolutely amazing and incredible. Again, it's $10. His book is on Amazon. And for those that just joined, I have my journal, which is $15, and I have about 10 copies, and I can just mail it out. So if you want it, just message me, text me, and we'll get you a copy, and you can get started before Thanksgiving. Nothing like doing a good detox before Thanksgiving. So again, you're going to write your name in the front of the book. I had a sample for you because I started my daily cleanse today. And wrote my items down on my list, and then started to do some journaling as well. But the first thing you're going to do is, again, sign your name in the front of the book. This is your way of committing, right, to this process for the next 7 days. And I think I've got about 10 journals. I ordered them because the publisher is a little slow. So if you decide you want this process, I definitely encourage you to journal, because things are going to happen. Life's going to try to get in the way. Maybe your family is going to try to get in the way. You know, you might have feelings and emotions that are coming up because your body is detoxing. You want to write those things down. I wish I had this when I did my process the first time, because it was so amazing. My stomach started dropping weight. The scale started going down. How many of you guys, you know, have gotten on the scale and it won't move? It's so exciting when you see those numbers on the scale dropping from this process. Now, you can't go to Burger King and McDonald's while you're doing this. You need to really be health conscious and aware while you're doing this. Eat fruits, eat vegetables, you know, reduce your meat portions, take fresh nuts, raw nuts like walnuts and almonds. Just be more deliberate and conscious about your eating for 7 days. Don't eat comfort food while you're doing this. Help your body help you by giving it some fresh, alive, green stuff as you're going through this process, okay? Let's see, Miss Delia said, I started this morning and I have been to the bathroom 2 times. And I go like every 3 or 4 days. So this is very good for me. Her elimination process is working. This telling you, this celery juice, thank you, Miss Delia, for sharing, you know, cleaning those pipes out. And what better time to do it than now? My sis Patricia just joined. Hey, Patricia, thank you so much for joining. It says, how often can you do the detox? There are people that drink this juice every day to detox their body. So I would say that's pretty much up to you how often that you're going to do it. I don't drink it every day because sometimes life happens. I got to get out the door and I don't have time to make the juice, but I try to do it as often as I can, which is, I would say, 6 out of 7 days a week. And it's amazing. Any more questions before I wrap it up? I'm excited for you guys. If you're going to try this, it's going to be incredible for you, especially this time of year with flu season approaching and Thanksgiving approaching. I think it's a great opportunity to get it in before then. It really is. All right, it looks like my internet is trying to shut down, so I want to thank you guys for joining us. This was really cool. I really enjoyed doing this, and I can't, I can't share with you how good this is for your body. I need for you to try it. Just give it a try. Just commit to 7 days and watch your body do what it does. More energy, weight loss, your stomach's going to get flatter, you'll detox your body. If you have any type of medical or skin conditions, they're going to start clearing up. So I would say just give it a try, okay? Thanks for joining. Love you guys. Mwah. Appreciate you. Reach out if you want to get the journal. Again, it's $15. And you also have the Celery Juice book by Anthony Williams. This is on Amazon, and it's $10. Okay? Love you guys. Have a great evening, and thanks for joining.